This is the horse that started my fascination with scent work. His name is Val, and he belongs to my friend Nina, and I had done some body work on him across maybe 3 or 4 sessions, and one day he suddenly nosedived to the ground like a bloodhound and started following a scent trail. I didn't know what he was doing or why he was doing it, but I knew I was fascinated, and I let him lead the way. This is day 2. I brought him out the next day, and we had the same kind of reaction. He's not quite so low to the ground on day 2 as he was on day 1, and I think that's because he is scenting from a slightly higher place, which is possible for horses to do. But I think it started my fascination with scent work, and I'll tell you more about that in subsequent videos and blogs. This horse never wanted to go away from the other horses. He was very fearful. And so the fact that he walked to the gate like that was amazing. Kevlar is my friend's horse, and he is 7, 8 years old, I think, and he's very nervous about certain things. And so I decided to do some scent work when I was visiting him. My friend very kindly gave me permission to play with him. And this is his second day of scent work. Now, I really wished I had captured the first day because I didn't realize how afraid of tarps he was. And both Christine and I were, first of all, outside the round pen, and he kept looking to us, pointing at the tarp with a very clear expression that said, "You know there are treats on there, go get them for me, please." And when we wouldn't, he threw a big temper tantrum and charged around with his head in the air, snorting and acting very upset. Finally, we went into a close-by tack room. From inside the tack room, we were able to watch him figure out that he wasn't going to get any help from us and calm himself down and eventually approach the tarp and figure out there were cookies on there and that he could reach across and get them. I had put them close to the edge to counter his anxiety, and he really did a great job. This bit of video is him the next day. I brought him up there, he saw the tarp, and he went to work. So here you can see that he's getting comfortable. He's reaching out and taking the cookies, and this took almost no time at all. He knew what the tarp was when he walked in, and he went straight to it with no anxiety whatsoever. Now, you'll notice in a little bit that he scared himself at one point, and one of the real advantages of scent work is that it can help horses self-regulate. Now, you'll see in a minute here, he startles himself. I think it's he doesn't like the smell of peppermint. That's the only thing I could come up with. And you'll see him take off, obviously very perturbed, and then you'll see him do a little bit of thinking about it. And after he thinks about it for a minute or two, he decides to try again. And you can tell as he goes to try again that he has a little worry about it. He does some self-management behaviors here. There's a little bit of sniffing the ground. At one point he rolled, I cut that out. But then you see that he's decided that he can do this. He can go back and he can start eating again. And here he goes. The only thing I would say is I didn't get a chance to work with him to get him stepping on the tarp, but everything else was great. Now this next video is my friend Ellen's horse, Sam, and he is a veteran scent work horse at this point. And this is a video Ellen sent me while I was on vacation. As you can see, he's standing on the tarp, and you'll see in the video that he very systematically works through the various challenges on the tarp, and he finds the bag that has the cookie wrapped in it, and he unfolds it very systematically. And one of the parts I really love is when he picks up that bag and he tosses it out of his work field very nonchalantly, so he can go back and seek other cookies in and under other items. It's a lot of fun watching him think through the challenges here.